he go back in his thank you tour and tell cocoa farmers that they are very, very happy? Cocoa farmers are rather sad and highly disappointed. Ladies and gentlemen, cocoa farmers deserve better for their toil and sacrifices, for their enormous contribution to the economy of this country. They cannot be taken for granted all the time. The deception must stop. This new farm gate price of 3,228.75 per bag, I don't know how you would describe it, but I heard a number of descriptions from our own farmers. They have described it as ridiculous. Some have said it's laughable. Others have said it's comical. Others have said it's absurd. Others say it is shameful. And others are saying it is most unfair. And it's a stab in the back of the cocoa farmer. This is complete sakawa and totally unacceptable. Other questions agitating the minds of Ghanaians are: one, what was the motive of the NDC when they insisted, whilst in opposition, that the then government should have paid cocoa farmers at least 6,000 Ghana cedis per bag as farm gate price? What was their motivation? What were they thinking about? Were they thinking that the world market price was going to be static? Today, they are telling Ghanaians that the exchange rate has changed. The international market price has gone down, and all manner of excuses. Were they thinking that these conditions were going to be permanent? Ladies and gentlemen of the press, Ghanaians are also asking, especially cocoa farmers, that what would have been the NDC's government position today if the NPP government had yielded to their insistent pressure and paid the 6,000 Ghana cedis per bag, as they demanded at the time? Would the NDC governments admit that they were reckless in their demand for the then government to pay between 6,000 and 7,000 cedis per bag? The NDC government has told Ghanaians that Cocoa Board is insolvent. I think you've heard it over and over again, that Cocoa Board is insolvent. They also said Cocoa Board is broke. And again, they also said Cocoa Board today is a collapsed industry, among other things. The NDC government has told Ghanaians that Cocoa Board is insolvent. Cocoa Board is broke. Cocoa Board is a collapsed industry. What they have failed to tell Ghanaians is how much revenue Cocoa Board had generated from cocoa sales in the 2024-25 season. If you meet any of them, especially the chief executive, ask him how much revenue has come to Cocoa Board through Bank of Ghana. Is it in excess of 3 billion? Is that amount in excess of 3 billion? And at the time, the exchange rate was 15 Ghana cedis to a dollar. So we are talking about revenue in excess of 45 billion. They have to tell Ghanaians. If Cocoa Board is broke, then you have to do your things as an institution which is broke. But today, what are we hearing? Cocoa Board is transferring almost everybody. Everybody who is deemed as an NPP sympathizer is transferred immediately. So we want to find out from them how much they have paid as transfer grant alone. Is it in excess of 10 million Ghana cedis? We want to know. Just for transfer grants, for the one-time transfers they have made, how much have they paid so far, if Cocoa Board is indeed broke? And indeed, If the cocoa industry is collapsing, what is the NDC government doing differently to revive the industry? Can they point to a single intervention they have ever introduced to alleviate the plight of the cocoa farmer? Just one. They should just mention one single intervention they have ever introduced to alleviate the plight of the cocoa farmer. Honorable Ato Forson, in his statement yesterday, indicated that the government will supply free insecticides, free fertilizers, free fungicides, free spraying machines, and so on and so forth. The question we are asking, are these interventions new? These interventions he was talking about, are they new? Were they in place during the previous administration's time? Were they in place? Are they new? In any case, the cost of these inputs are borne by the cocoa farmer. They form part of the FOB price. It is therefore the farmer's money. So the government has no business telling cocoa farmers that these inputs are supplied free of charge. It is cocoa farmers' money and not government's money. Today, Honorable Ato Forson is lecturing Ghanaians about the factors which go into the determination of cocoa price. He listed some rates, margins, and fees, including buyer's margin, hauliers rate, warehousing, internal marketing, fees, disinfestation, grading and sealing, and weighing scales for inspection. The question Ghanaians are asking Honorable Kesel Ato Forson are that whether these factors are new. These factors which go into the determination of a cocoa price, are they new? Did they exist in 2024 when they were making their promises? Ghanaians want to know. So Honorable Kesel Ato Forson must come again. Honorable Ato Forson again said, Cocoa Board has made available jute sacks for the smooth takeover of the 2025-2026 crop season. Again, Ghanaians want to know whether the jute sacks he was referring to were the same jute sacks which the chief executive of Cocoa Board described as over-procured, or those which were missing at the ports. Are they the same? Or these are new jute sacks Cocoa Board has procured? We want to know. They should stop the lamentations and honor their promises. Honorable Eric Opoku will have to go back to Dadeɛ Soaba and apologize unreservedly for his failed promise. Fortunately, Honorable Ato Forson is now the finance minister. He controls the purse. He has to find the money to pay what he promised. Ladies and gentlemen, this new price of 3,228.75 Ghana cedis per bag is completely unacceptable and has to be reviewed immediately to motivate our cocoa farmers and prevent the temptation of farmers giving their cocoa farms out for galamsey operators. We must safeguard our cocoa industry, protect our farmers' livelihoods, and maintain Ghana's enviable position in the industry. The government must come again and offer a better price. Cocoa farmers matter and demand better. If you cannot write, you do not spell. Thank you very much.
Please pick up your microphone. Give me that. Let me see
This one.
Okay. Thank you very much. And Ranking. We want a summary entry, and then let's see the pricing a bit, especially the 3,000, the difference. Let them understand it's only 100 anyways. So we'll just have a summary entry, and then we will take 3 questions. Thank you.
Yo, abusuafo a yɛhyia ɛnɛ yɛbaeɛ a yɛasɛm ɛyɛ tiatiatiatia mobɛkae a yɛbɛto aba 2024 no NDC mpanyimfoɔ titiro yɛwura Eric Opoku ɛne.
So that is a press conference from Parliament. The minority in Parliament is raising questions about the government's move to increase the price of cocoa bag from 3,100 to 3,228.